Sarah Caldwell. I own and operate Downtown Grind on Main Street in Elmira. Most of the time I'm the cook, some of the time I'm the barista, a lot of the times I'm the janitor. My first business is Global Taco, and I opened that food truck in 2013. A few years later, a developer came along and said, hey, I have this building in Elmira that I think you could probably do something in. I like how you're doing the food truck. I've got a space, come check it out. So I did, and the space was pretty torn up. But when I walked in, I saw the beautiful ceiling and I saw how wide and open it was. And I said, well, this looks like a coffee shop to me. So I knocked out a business plan, within the next couple of days and sent it to the developer. He ended up deciding to work on the apartments upstairs so that he could have income from those first. So a couple years later, we kind of circled back around, and I was still interested in opening a coffee shop in downtown Elmira. And 6 months after that, here we are. We opened in November of 2018, and we've been open almost the whole time. We took about 6 weeks off in March of 2020 when the COVID pandemic started. I think that the people of Elmira deserve nice things, and they forgot that. So luckily from my food truck adventures, I know a lot of local makers. So our coffees are all roasted locally. We have local chocolates available. Elmira is a hotbed of artists and talented humans. So we have different artists on our wall that I change up every couple of months so we can help promote local artists, photographers, makers. We do pop-up shops because, again, there's a huge breadth of talent here in Elmira. So people show up with their baked goods, or they come with their crafts, or whatever cool things they make, and we have a little pop-up shop right here so that they can network with my guests, and my guests can try something new and keep their dollars in our local economy. When we first started, we were a vegetarian cafe. We offered toasts and grain bowls and noodle bowls. Everything was vegetarian, a lot of stuff was vegan. But when we shut down for pandemic, that model really wasn't working well. The people of Elmira wanted their bacon, egg, and cheese. So we switched to an all-day breakfast format. We kept the toasts. We now do a grain bowl or a noodle bowl. We make it ahead of time and put it in a little to-go container. But so the made-to-order things are bacon, egg, and cheese, sausage, egg, and cheese, vegetarian egg and cheese, avocado, egg, and cheese. You can add avocado, you can add veggies. So we still have vegan options, gluten-free options. So we're still being inclusive of people, but our focus is mainly on breakfast. Now that said, my grilled cheese concept has kind of been smashed together with Downtown Grind. So now we also offer grown-up grilled cheeses that are available Monday through Friday, 10 to 2, and at night. We expanded our evening hours. People kept saying we should be open at night. So we are Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, and I also got my liquor license, so we have beer and wine and cider, all from local breweries and cideries and wineries. So it's just another way to offer more to the community as far as what we're making and what other cool people in the area are making. The Pay It Forward tree was inspired by a bulletin board I saw at a bar in Anchorage, Alaska, where people would tack up a $5 bill and say, oh, if you're from Arkansas, this $5 is for a beer for you, or if you're from New York, then here's some cheese fries on the house. So they would pay for things ahead of time and buy it for somebody else from their same state or whatever. Also, I'm familiar with how if you go through like a drive-through or whatever at your Starbucks or your Dunkin' Donuts, that people will a lot of times pay for the person behind them and keep it going. We don't have a drive-through, so I thought that the Pay It Forward tree would be the best way to go. As far as somebody being like, I got a couple extra bucks, let me buy a coffee, and then somebody I don't even know could actually use that coffee and enjoy it when they're having a tough day, or they just need a break, or they forgot their wallet, or whatever reasons. Like we don't ask because we don't care. Somebody bought you a nice thing, so come on in and get it. I wanted to make sure that we weren't leaving out members of the community when I created this space. So we put out the Little Free Library and the Little Free Pantry so that way our unhoused community can come through and grab stuff. People that are just down on their luck, or just people that are downtown. It was especially helpful when the pandemic started because the libraries were all closed, but we were open and we Lysoled books and we put them out there. And there are a lot of voracious readers downtown. So we've flown through books, and luckily a lot of people are happy to donate books. And that's how the Little Free Pantry works as well. I invest about $50 a month in to-go stuff, and then our guests also bring gloves and hats and coats and granola bars and fruit snacks and things that are easy for people that don't have a kitchen to prepare so that they're being fed. People had asked us to offer delivery prior to pandemic, but it's not something we could really afford. We don't get enough deliveries that I could have somebody on the clock, and I pay my team between 13 and 15 an hour plus tips. So I couldn't really have somebody just sitting around. Plus, if you've been here, you know about the street parking only situation being a little bit difficult to navigate sometimes. So we ended up adding DoorDash. The prices on DoorDash are a little higher because they take a 30% cut of each sale. But if you want it delivered, it is a luxury, and so that's why. We added online ordering. We use Square as our point of sale system, so people can order and pay online and get curbside pickup. They just have to call us when they're here and tell us where they parked, because it's never clear where they're going to park. We have air purifiers. We've had masks, gloves, sanitizers, and all that at a couple of different stations in the coffee shop since we reopened in early May of 2020. We're pretty serious about safety. We want our guests to be happy and healthy and fed. And it's more important to us that, they stay alive than that they come out here and get a breakfast sandwich. So the options like delivery and curbside pickup and ordering online, I think have really helped us stay afloat for the majority of the year when people couldn't come inside to dine.